I was in competition with Monty, my first cousin. He would always tell me about some kill, players worth of pussy he had encountered. Monty had came down from Queens, New York to hang out with me one hot blazing weekend in Wilmington, Delaware. That Sunday morning, I was taking him back to the Greyhound bus station to catch his bus back to New York when we saw this fresh kill waiting for her bus. Cuz was like, "Go get that dog." And I was like, "Nah, she's gotta be heading somewhere." He would always chastise me for not being as good and spontaneous as he was when it comes to spitting game to the ladies. A few minutes later, his bus arrived and he was on his way. I was throwing a seafood party at my place. I had to call some of my folks to remind them of what time the party was jumping off, as well as what they needed to bring. While I was on my cell phone, I could see Sexy on all of my conversation, and from the look of things, admiring me. I wasn't wearing anything flashy. I had on a pair of white and red trim Fat Farm sneakers, dark blue Rockaway jeans, and a white tee underneath my red Rockaway polo shirt. I was a proud owner of a black band Armani Swiss watch. Covering my clean, shaved head was a red and white Fat Farm hat. I'm not a big fan of cologne, but lately I've been enjoying the fragrance of Perry Ellis 212. When I ended my phone talk, she immediately got my attention and said that I must be the life of my parties. Not trying to sound conceited nor a turn off, I said I was just taking care of my family and good friends this weekend. I was also looking forward to my seafood party to include music, drinks, and defending my crown on the spades table. She introduced herself to me as Sophia, and I'm thinking to myself, damn, so fine. I'm oracular. How was your weekend? Fucked up. Apparently, Sophia was here visiting some dude from Wilmington whom out of the whole weekend just spent 20 minutes with. Not familiar with the city and her whereabouts, she just remained content in her jacuzzi suite at the Radisson, just a few blocks away. She would soon realize by putting all the pieces of the puzzle together that she was either waiting for a married man or one in a relationship to come turn her fine ass out. And I do mean fine. Her skin was honey-toned with a cute little birthmark on her front left shoulder. She wore a sporty pair of glasses, blue, designed by Prada. Underneath her frames was a beauty in comparison to Reagan Gomez Preston. Maybelline would endorse her soft lips themed for long kissing sessions filled with lust and passion. Sophia stood at 64 inches, 125 pounds, French tip nails. She wore a part twisted bikini, part skirt denim suit made by Bizu Bizu. The skirt would hug her hips and have you imagine that you desired Vita Guerra. Sophia's shoes were blue and white wedge slingback sandals made by Carlos Santana. They were married with her ankle bracelet, toe rings, and the French tips on her toes that highlighted her feet. She wore a thick-bellied chain to match the innocent ring that pierced through her navel. Sophia was fire. She came to Delaware for who? Damn. I asked her what time her bus was arriving, and she said 5 p.m. It was 11 a.m. So you know what I'm thinking. Shorty, why don't you hang with me back at my place and enjoy what I have going on until it's time for you to catch your bus back to Salisbury, Maryland. Sophia was more than happy to do that rather than wait 6 hours with strangers at a bus station. Once we got rolling, I asked her where she was going home to. Just home, Sophia replied, because she would be off Monday from work, hoping to recover from this past erotic weekend that never jumped off. Oracular would then come out and ask her, why don't you just chill with me the whole day and catch your bus in the morning? Sophia thought about how bad her weekend would have been and how much fun she was already having with me. Sophia replied in a bold and sexual tone, as long as you could bring pleasure to my body from head to toe, I'm all yours. I couldn't help but to drive with a cement-filled hard-on whipping through church-time traffic. When we arrived at my place, my folks were already there with seafood and drinks. Butch and his lady friend Celeste had the crab legs and lobster tails. Tiana, my sex slave, would bring the jumbo shrimp, shrimp cocktails, and crawfish. Dwayne and Bridget brought the deep fryer as well as croaker, whiting, and catfish nuggets. Ira and her male friend came by with the beer and various selections of wine. Veronica, my next door neighbor that I've been banging periodically, had sushi, oysters, and salad. The host, yours truly, would just need to have the Texas Pete and good music. Veronica had taken notice of my new lady friend and became very jealous. Now, I've been asking for a full night to fuck her brains loose, but she's a single mom with 4 badass kids. Tiana, on the other hand, was very understanding. Tiana hopes that one day that I can bring a bisexual female to complete her menage a trois desires. Bridget would be the first to inquire about Sophia. I made sure everyone knew that we had just met at the Greyhound bus terminal when I took Monty there. Ira's male friend almost caught a knuckle sandwich from Ira when he got caught admiring Sophia's booty. Butch can relate to me, seeing as him and Celeste regularly attend swinger parties. Dwayne's deep, dark secret he keeps from Bridget is that he had a sample of Tiana's fruit, and that he was also a regular with Celeste until Butch put the right dick in her. There's no beef, though, between Butch and Dwayne because Dwayne is married and he doesn't swing. I wasn't being a good partner at all on the space table, thinking about Sophia all cozy in my bedroom. She was being shy but quiet, so I offered her my bedroom to relax. She was happy to accept. Hours into the afternoon and evening, she would entertain herself by doing all of my laundry. My wash and dryer were in my hallway. Sophia would then shock us all when she started washing the dishes that had accumulated from the seafood festival. She enjoyed, of course, the oysters, wine, and salad throughout the day. She would then go to my bathroom to enjoy a long, hot bath. My bathroom was in direct view of the living room for all to see. Everyone seemed eager to wonder what Sophia was to do next. The bathroom door opened and Sophia had the crowd hypnotized by wearing a Victoria's Secret full sheer black laced hide-and-seek lingerie. It had "fuck me" written all over it. Like Russell Simmons' Dead Comedy Jam, I said, "Thank y'all for coming out here. God bless y'all. Good night." Veronica tried to hate and say, "I know you ain't running us out of here because of some pussy you picked up at the bus station." The lust in her eyes will reveal our past encounters. Just a few days ago, I would be awakened from out of a full night's sleep with a wet mouth caressing my balls. My mornings are started with Veronica slipping into my apartment when I leave the door open for her. She would awaken me from out of a full night's rest to a morning of erotic reveille. Her breakfast would be balls over easy, along with some Jimmy Dean sausage like dick. White chocolate mocha would be her Starbucks-like coffee. But she knows my door would not be open for her in the morning coming. As everyone exited, Tiana was the last one to leave. She would make offers to join, video, or just sneak into the closet to discreetly watch. I declined all 3 offers. When she did leave, she left me a pair of pussy-soaked thongs on my recliner in the living room. As I inhaled her fragrance, I reminisced the time when Tiana would ram her ass cheeks against my pelvic bone, forcing my African mamba snake to poison her G-spot. The screams would be suppressed by a 10-inch Burmese python choking her tonsils. Dwayne would be the proud owner of that. My slave would do anything for me and handle any erotic task that I assigned her. But tonight, she would be submissive to her master's command and settle for a night filled with Benoits and anal beads. As I snapped back into reality, I became eager to my new desire waiting for me in my bedroom, Sophia. I opened the door to my room. My room, once a bed unmade, laundry on the floor, Lysol aroma filled, now transformed into a Kama Sutra chambers. You can now see the Egyptian rug I had purchased for one of my previous military deployments overseas. My king-size waterbed made up with lace black satin sheets calling for my attention. All 100 candles carefully surrounding my entire room were lit up like an erotic seance was taking place. Across from my bed, hanging off my wall, is a picture of a black panther sitting on top of the moon overlooking everything. She has witnessed countless encounters as her eyes glow each time a woman is seduced by a rock killer. I thought about that bold and sexual tone of Sophia when she mentioned earlier about bringing pleasures to her body from head to toe. I would no longer waste valuable time. Our kisses would trigger unforeseen fires in Southern California. It would take icebergs from the glaciers of Antarctica to cool us down. Sophia didn't have any tattoos on her body, but the hickeys I placed from between the thighs would look like new ones featuring exploding meteors. Legends speak for itself about my pussy-eating skills and my fetish for pretty toes. You can call me Buford Butter Blue because I love shrimp. Sophia was all into what I was doing to her. She was the first female that I did the position chicken soup of the sack. This is like the missionary, but your position further up. Her legs are closed, and your arms are wrapped around her head. Her clit is heavily stimulated, and you have total control over your urge to bust a nut. Man, when she started to come, I had to get down there with my face and catch all her juices while she squirted out of control violently. Then it was time for me to shower her with my thick cream. She flipped on the side, guided one knee to her chest, while the other leg to her back, and told me to fuck her real hard. I grabbed her left ass cheek with both hands and went for broke. I thought it was the fucking hope the way I screamed and came. I could see it in Sophia's eyes that she was riding my erotic rage and sucking every drop of my hot sperm with her every beautifully shaped pussy of hers. Damn. I felt like a kid on Christmas Day in her arms. I had to call my cousin Monty immediately and gloat about what just took place. He said that he knew that I was going after that kill. He saw it in my eyes. I told him I had to get off the phone because she was giving me damn good head and I was ready to hulk up again. She might be leaving Tuesday.